Sir, we had stopped until Guna and Karma from Charaka Samhita, the reference from Charaka Samhita. You may please continue from there.
So sorry for the hitch. So again, coming back to the same. So potential energy is, we could correlate it to guna, and kinetic energy we could correlate it to karma. That means to say that acharyas have said, right? So if how much ever potential energy a body has, only that much can be converted into kinetic energy, not more, not less. This is the law of conservation of energy. That is again a concept that you have learned in physics, right? Also, acharyas have said the same thing. So the very same thing here also. So whatever the gunas the drug has, only that action can be seen. That means to say, if a drug has snigdhata property in it, only the karma of snehana can be seen, not rukshata. Right? So the drug has to have a combination which is, in the way of causing snehana. Only then it will cause snehana. That means snigdhata idre matra ali snehana agate. Or snigdhata, if it is present in the drug, only then snehana will happen. Only if ruksha property is the ruksha guna is there in the drug, only then ruksha guna will increase in the body. Only then it will impart rukshata to the body. So that is the concept that we'll be studying in the previous that we have seen. So this thing is all about that. So Dravya, Guna and Karma is what we will be studying in the subject of Dravya Guna. Why only Dravya Guna has been told? Why not Dravya Guna Karma Vijnana has been told? Only Dravya Guna Vijnana has been told, right? Why not Dravya Guna Karma Vijnana has been told? Again, coming to the same example, that knowing the guna can lead you to karma, and knowing the karma can lead you back to guna. So that is why, that means to say, if snigdhata is there, it will cause snehana. If it is causing snehana, you can call it as snigdhata, snigdha dravya, right? So that is why only one, the acharyas felt only one, specifying one is enough, more than enough, because knowing one is equivalent to knowing the other, right?
Yes, we like
So,
even in Charaka Samhita we read while reading about the karma. So samyogecha vibhagecha karanam dravyam ashritam. So both
yeah,
are there in the dravya itself. So as we know the guna, kartavyasya kriya karma, karma nanyad apekshate. So karma we would be knowing by itself.
exactly. So that is the whole point. So the thing that we are going to learn here is the interchangeability of gunas. That means to say that for a student who is going to practice abroad, right? So the present Dravya Guna scientists, what they are doing is to include, suppose a drug, roughly say there is another species of rohitaka which is not available in India, but it is being practiced in Nepal. How do you accept that? Okay, this is a substance that is rohitaka. If that drug is showing same gunas, right? They have told in Charaka first chapter, right? If I am not wrong, Aushade Namarupabhyam Janate Ajapavane, right?
Yes.
So when they told that, that means to say that go and ask the tribal people or the Nati Vaidyas, go and spend some time with them, understand what the local drugs are and what they are using it for. Say a drug XYZ is being used in Malnad region for pain. So pain is because of Vata. Now any drug that reduces the Vata should be that drug XYZ if it is being used for. So check out the gunas. Try to note down rasa. Try to divide the drug XYZ into all the rasa panchaka. So this is how I'm slightly deviating from the topic, but then this is how, by knowing guna and karma, you can include newer drugs into, because this is one major question that happening now. We have just about 250 drugs. So what if I go and practice in America? How will I learn Dravya Guna Vijnana? If you don't know the medicine, how will I? Because I can't take medicines like Saraswatarishta, Brahmigrita from here. It is not allowed. Export is not allowed. So when I go to abroad, how do I practice Ayurveda? I can practice Ekamulika Prayoga, one single drug preparations. But how do I assess these one single drug preparations? Because ashwagandha is not available, guduchi is not available. Whatever species is available, only that I can use. That is where you will require the knowledge of Dravyaguna to assess how a drug, the local drugs react on the, because again, it's Acharya Charaka that again tells whatever is grown in the patient surrounding, use that only as a medication for him. Not like if the patient is from Delhi, you can't use the medicines from Sirsi because his Deha is different, Bhumi is different, right? So the local plants are to be used as a drug. So that is where you require the Dravyaguna knowledge. So again, coming back, so I will be, so we'll end the session here. So as an assignment for this second session, so what we'll do is, I want all you guys to go back and whatever books that you found in your library, go to the Rasa Panchaka part and the Karma part where it is used, Roga Gnatha, or I'm not very much sure how far you are good with Roga Gnatha as of now. I think the Roganidana must be included in the second year syllabus, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Now it's in second year.
Yeah, exactly. That being the part. So what you do is you try to find is there any parallels between the guna and karma and see if there is any parallels, if there is any match. Say for example, Vatarog mein, yeah, in Vataroga they use more of snigdha, ushna, such padarthas. So you see a parallels between the roga and the guna part. Guna means rasa panchakas. So you have to see a balance, try to make a relationship between them, and try to assess what might be the reason this drug acts like this. This is the main, I would say, Dravyaguna 101. So that's where we'll end the session number 2. Is that fine?
Yes, sir. Thank you very much. Actually, in today's session, we got to know many points. At first, you rightfully mentioned that we have to be studying both the parts equally. Like we are not today's lacuna is that we don't even read Ayurveda completely, nor the allopathy part completely. So we would be having no correlations even. So we tend to make mistakes there. So that is one point that we have to inculcate
Yeah,
starting
I
from
would like
today.
to add a point there. Actually, sometimes the reading the modern and trying to correlate with Ayurveda, or reading the Ayurveda and then correlating with modern, can be a little bit confusing. But most of
Yes.
the time, what you have to do for it not to be confusing and to correctly understand the situation, we as Ayurvedic students have a very big advantage. Learning one science very properly can help you to understand the
Yes,
second
that one
science
better.
very easily. Yeah.
Yeah.
So either you go about read modern pharmacology very nicely and come back to Ayurvedic pharmacology, or read Ayurvedic pharmacology, that is Dravya Guna, properly and go back to modern pharmacology. You
Yes.
can go both ways.
Yeah. So that is the first point to be inculcated. And the second one, what you mentioned is Dravya Guna, the Nama and the Rupa taken one side and the Karma taken the other side. And the
Hmm.
third one, it is very much needed that taking examples and utilizing the Padartha Vijnana rightfully in understanding every other subject in Ayurveda.
Yeah,
So,
personally, like most people hate Dravyaguna, they also cultivate an enmity to Padartha Vijnana, right from
yeah.
first year. I
Yes.
heard many of my juniors tell that. So,
Yes.
but one thing is for sure, Padartha Vijnana is a subject. If you leave any other subject, it is somewhat okay. But Padartha Vijnana is one such subject that you will need, even if you don't want it, you will require the help of Padartha Vijnana knowingly or unknowingly, directly or indirectly, up until the very end of your studies. And that is at the end of the life. Because
Yes.
medicine, the minute you make a choice of learning medicine, learning never ends up until the very end of your breath. That is why doctor is told a doctor.
Yes. So as we were doing these kind of sessions, even in the first year, we were doing some debate sessions in the group as well in the first year. So then students understood that there is a need and depth for understanding Padartha Vignana in such a manner where it is not just theory, but they have to put it into use. And we were doing this activity, I hope you remember, sir. So from
Yeah.
Ashtanga Hridaya, we would take few shlokas and we would be practicing it with the Padartha Vignana point of view. So
Exactly.
yeah, now those students have come to second year. Probably they would be utilizing the Padartha Vignana
Yeah,
knowledge well.
that's my gentle reminder to them. No, you should, just because you come to second year, you are not supposed to lose your
That
first year things. You
yes,
should keep along with your first year. You have to learn second year.
yes,
It's
yes.
all bridged.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Thank you very much, sir. Thanks for joining us today. So we
Thank you.
hope the further sessions episodes can be done. Episode 3 and further continuing with the knowledge of Dravyaguna. Thank you very
Thank you,
much.
Dr. Anaga. Thank you all. Bye.